Gabe, do you want me to admit people?
We're going to leave Estefimos and Jessica in there because we're going to bring them on when we do public forum.
Great.
I'm pretty sure at this time we might have all the senators in. Okay, yep, we're ready.
Okay. I hereby call the second meeting of the 63rd session into order at 6:32 p.m. on Wednesday, May 6th. Moving into item 2, the roll call, we will forego a formal roll call this meeting as Advisor Fonseca has taken a silent roll call as people are arriving into the meeting. I forgot to move the swearing in up to item 3, but we will now do the swearing in of senators who were appointed last session. Do you want me to do, Gabe, do you want me to do the exec second?
Yeah, so what we'll do for everyone else, just like we did last time for the other swearing in, if you're not being sworn in tonight, if you could turn your camera off when we get to that section, just so that we can have the people who are being sworn in so they can have their moment to shine. But we'll do those all together since it's a smaller group of folks. We'll do senators first, and then we'll swear in our new cabinet members. So what we'll do is everyone except for, and can you name the senators who are going to be sworn in first?
Yes, it should be Grant Clovepine, Hannah Warden, Camila Gomes, Marshall Kelly, Hannah Izell.
So if you did not hear your name, if you can turn your camera off for now, when we're done with that swearing in, then we'll bring the execs on who need to be sworn in. And give me a second and I can pull up the oath so everyone can see it. Colleen, if you could hide your camera, and Bailey, same with you. Okay. All right, we're ready.
Okay. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I forgot to unmute them. Okay.
We'll do that again. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Hannah Warden,
Hereby swear
swear
that I will faithfully serve
that I will faithfully serve
the students of Wichita State University,
the students of Wichita State University,
act in accordance with the Constitution of the student body,
the Constitution of the student body,
and fulfill all duties and responsibilities required of the office of, and please state your position.
Required of the office of Fine Arts Undeserved Senator.
I will,
to
the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the student body of Wichita State University.
Congratulations. So we're going to do the execs next. So everyone still stay hidden. Ridja, if you can unhide yourself, Olivia will stay on just so we can have that. And then David and Kathleen, if you can unhide your camera, then we'll do your oath of office. Ridja, yeah, I got to unmute them. Sorry. All right, Ridja, whenever you're ready.
Can I please get the document as well?
Can you? Oh, yep, of course. My bad.
I don't know it by heart.
You don't know it by heart?
Lines. All right. Can you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I state your name, hereby swear.
No, you gotta wait, Ridja.
Oh.
Go ahead.
All right, let's take two. I state your name, hereby swear
I,
David
Kathleen
Garcia,
Short, hereby swear
that I will faithfully serve
that I will faithfully
I will
serve
faithfully serve
the students of Wichita State University,
the students of
students
Wichita
of
State
Wichita
University,
State University,
act in accordance with
act in accordance
act in
with
accordance with
the Constitution of the student body,
the
the
Constitution of the
Constitution of
student
the
body,
student body,
and fulfill all duties and responsibilities
and fulfill
and
all
fulfill
duties
all
and
duties and
responsibilities
responsibilities
required of the office of, and then please state your position.
required
required
of
of the office of
the
Director of
operations.
Public
Sorry,
Relations.
staff.
I will,
I will,
I will,
to the best of my abilities,
to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the student body
the Constitution of the student body
of Wichita State University.
of
of
Wichita State
Wichita State
University.
University.
Congratulations to you two.
Thank you.
All right, everyone can go ahead and unhide themselves now.
All right, seeing the end of the swearing in, we will now be moving on to item 4, public forum. We will begin our meeting, as always, with public forum. Public forum provides a chance for individuals to have the privilege of speaking before the Senate. This is a time for the association to listen to what the community has to say, and to that we offer our undivided respect and attention. I would like to remind everyone that although we allow the speakers the privilege to use this platform, the opinions of the speakers do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the association or the university. Lastly, due to the necessary shift in meeting format, we have limited speeches in public forum to speakers who have spoken to us about it ahead of time. With that being said, we have 2 speakers here to speak in public forum today. Please welcome to the virtual podium, Dr. Jessica Provines, Assistant Vice President of Student Affairs / Wellness, and the Director of Counseling and Prevention Services.
Hello. Hi there. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. Thank you all for letting me speak to you tonight. I know you have some really important and not easy decisions to make ahead of you, and I want to thank you, for the work that you have done in this budget crisis as you're looking at student fees. I know that it's very challenging to make some difficult decisions like this, particularly when I feel like all of the departments do some really amazing work. It's hard to take anything away from anyone, particularly, my colleagues within student affairs who I think do a lot of really great work. And I know that you'll all be looking at the budget and considering voting on the current budget that proposes to increase services in the midst of a budget crisis for mental health services, direct counseling mental health services to students, as well as, prevention services to help us in our efforts on suicide prevention, substance abuse prevention, sexual violence prevention, and overall general mental wellness promotion. And I believe that it was the right thing to do to put this budget in front of you all tonight to vote on, because now I think more than ever, it is important that we invest and expand our mental health services for students on campus. You may know that there are accreditation standards for the number of full-time equivalent counselors to student enrollment. And Wichita State is at least 4 counselors below that recommended level. And that's a conservative measure. So we're anywhere from 4 to 8 counselors below the recommended level. And we know right now, Gallup recently released a survey that stated that Americans are endorsing a greater impact to their mental health through the COVID-19 pandemic than their physical and financial health, which for those of us in the mental health world is not surprising. We were very concerned how this was going to impact students' sense of loneliness, isolation, not being connected. And we at CAPS were very dedicated and determined to make sure that we had a seamless approach to mental health services via telehealth and a remote fashion. And I'm really proud of how our team pivoted and made sure that we had telehealth services available without any gap in service. And I cannot say that for the rest of my colleagues in university counseling across the country. There are still some universities who have not made the switch to telehealth that went down in the shutdown that went into a shutdown before we had. So I'm really proud of what we have done. I hope that you have seen a lot of the outreach that we have tried to do as well to make sure that students know that CAPS is still here and that mental health services are still available to them. By following us on our social media at Shockers CAPS and the hashtag, WSU We Support You. We're putting out daily mental wellness tips and would really appreciate your help in making sure that we connect with students, that they know that we're here and that there are crisis resources available by, following us and sharing that message to other students and to your constituents. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And one of the things that we are trying to do to promote mental wellness is encourage, Suspender Fridays. So if you have a suspender shirt, t-shirt, it's a symbol that hope and resilience and support is there. So wear your shirts, post on your social media pages that you support mental health. Consider please voting for this expansion of services to students. We will be seeing some form of students returning in the fall. I know it's going to likely be a hybrid, and we expect that there is going to be a ricochet and just a huge increase over what we've had now for the last 5 to 6 years, just unprecedented growth in the demand for mental health services on campus. And we do not anticipate that going away anytime soon. I really hope that you consider voting for this budget put forth. And I appreciate your work and the difficult decisions that you had to make, but think that you're making the right decision. Now is the time to be investing in expanding our mental health services on campus. It is not the time to be cutting mental health services. We have seen an increase in care reports and students who are really struggling from the current situation. And our local crisis resources that we work with very closely at ComCare Crisis Services have seen a huge increase, and notably within the high school systems. And so these students are going to be graduating soon. They're going to be coming onto our campus, and we need to make sure that we have affordable, quality healthcare available to them when they're here. Because we know that students will access mental health services if it's available to them on campus much more than if they have to go into the community. I think that's pretty much the gist of what I wanted to say to you tonight. I wanted to thank you and answer any questions that you may have.
All right, if anyone has a question, here's a reminder that you should click the raise hand button, and then we will unmute you so that you will be able to ask your question. So if anyone has a question, please raise your hand on your Zoom. Don't do it like actually raise your hand. I can't see that. All right, seeing no questions, thank you very much, Dr. Provines, for speaking with us today. We do have one more person here to speak in public forum. I'll wait until he's admitted. We have Ethimos Stephanopoulos here to speak before us today. He is a student. Have the most. It's you're free to speak.
Oh, I gotta unmute him. Hold on.
Can you hear me?